Hi, I'm Tim from the Heresy group, and before we get into the depths of this video, I just want to raise a few points. One, this might be a long video. Two, no, these are not all mine, and this is half of what we were sent. So firstly, a massive thank you to the guys over at Camo Raids. They sent us a coffin-sized box of TM products for us to play with, so a massive thank you to those guys. Out the way, moving on to exactly what this is going to be about. I didn't feel like I could review all of these pistols because it would take forever. And also, pistols are extremely personal. Things that you like, I might not like. And they do things like the Desert Warrior series or the Warrior series that is a 1911 with a digital camo on or a desert colour. For example, I'm just going to show you this. This is called the Foliage Warrior, and it's in this beautiful greeny sort of colour with a digital pattern on the grip. Now the pistol itself you might be a fan of, but the paint job you might not. Moving on from that, you have the Desert. I'm just going to open this one up and show you that it is the same pistol again, just with a slight differentiation on the grip, and then you've got the coloration as well here that is in this lovely tan colour. So again, pistols very personal. Now the rest of them are different styles. So here we have the XDM, which is again a nice sort of compact pistol, lots of adjustment on it. You've got the base plates, and this is very much similar to a Glock in the way that it functions as well, and the way that the slide works. We've got a polymer lower body, and then we've got the metal slide. You have got also the backing plates for the pistol grip to make it wider. Runs on, again, a very similar magazine, although a little bit more beefy to a Glock. So it's kind of a Glock style, but you can see it's here in this chrome configuration. One thing I will say about TM pistols from the off is they always tend to work well, and the quality of the build is incredible. By far the best, I would say, out of the pistols that are made. Really nice, solid slide that is on that. So you've got a lot of variation in the type of pistols we have here, that being the XTM. Moving on from there, we've also got something that is really classed as sort of a compact. We've got the PX4, so I'll just show you this pistol as well. Okay, similar sort of size, very heavy gun. Again, got the pistol in the bottom, very similar magazine style, but you've got this rounded back to it, has got this kind of individual style to it, and I do like the slide release. Now one thing I will just mention is that inside the top of the slide release here, it sits at an angle, as you can see there. It looks like the slide hasn't gone back properly, and that's because it has a different rotation system in the way that the slide slides back forward, so it kind of twists the bullet in and out. And the first time I saw it, it did freak me out a little bit, but yeah, it is supposed to be like that. So that is the PX4, again another compact weapon. Moving on from there, we have got some slightly different variations of pistols. We've got a Desert Eagle along the back here, definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and how I'm going to get to this without pistols going everywhere I don't know, but there is a huge variety from Tokyo Marui, so anything that you want, I'm sure you'll be able to find. This thing is an absolute beast. As in, an absolute beast of a weapon. I'm trying to get the magazine out of it. And even the magazine is so heavy. So I'm just going to hold this monster up in comparison to my fairly large, anyway, TAC 45. And you can see just how big this thing is. Absolute monster of a weapon. Are you going to run it out in the field? Would you take this to a Milsim? Who knows? If you do, then yeah, double points for you. I think the way that it racks is super cool. As you can see, the weapon completely breaks, and an absolute tank of a gun. There is just a mass variety. This is, as I say, half the collection that we were sent to have a look at. And just, yeah, a ton of variation that you can have with the different pistols. So I'm just going to put that one away. I'm not going to go through all of these now. I've got a pretty standard P226, most people know what that is. We've got the hi-cappa gold, and then we've got the hi-cappa stainless model. One that I do just want to go over is the hi-cappa gold match. A lot of people use these for competition shooting. This is a very, very beautiful gun, especially with the Trillium front sights on here as well, which you'll probably be able to see, I hope so anyway. Just this nice glowing red stick, and then also just the way that the slide is so light. This gun is incredibly responsive, feels great in the hand, and it's just got this beautiful gold detail into it as well, with a very light beaver tail on the back, so it's a very light press over some of the beaver tails that are on some of the other weapons. It's a 31 round magazine with a naturally extended mag well at the bottom, so you can see that is ever so slightly flared, and this gun just feels absolutely incredible. There is one of these that I do really like. It is a little bit wild. I know I'm going to get some slack for saying that I do like this weapon, but there is one that I do like that has taken my fancy, and it is the Strike Warrior. Now, this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, so I apologise now if you don't like it, but I do love this weapon. It's got a real cool look to it. This one's probably going to be staying with me. It's a 45 style, so very similar to the Foliage Warrior, but as you can see, completely blacked out, and it's got the old stake mincer on the front of it. I just love the length of it, I love the feel, I love the fact that it racks like so you can see that the front compensator is left in place while the slide comes back. I do love that. It's got a very responsive feel to it again. Nice, very narrow magazine, as you see, nice and slim, so don't take up huge amounts. They are a single stack magazine, but I do really like this as a weapon. This one I'll probably keep because I do like it, it's cool. So there is a huge variety of pistols. That's just a few that I've gone over there. They all shoot incredibly well. They are all gas, so there's no electric pistols here. If you do want to see some more information on these, if you do want to go and do some digging about some of these pistols, there is tons of reviews of them online. Massive thank you to Camo for sending them all out to me. I apologise that this isn't an individual video on each weapon. It just would have taken me absolutely forever, and we are so stacked at the moment with events and travelling and everything. So guys, massive variety of pistols from Tokyo Marui. If you do want to go and check out a mass pistol collection, please head over to the Camo Rage website. Tell me which one in the comments below that you like. Which one would you definitely rock? Which one would you definitely not rock? Give me your feedback on the Strike 45. Always love to hear what you guys think about some of these weapons. Tell me what pistol you run. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. You can do that by clicking in the bottom right hand corner of the video now. Drop us a like, really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.